Come closer, why don't you? Yes. Oh my god. The detail of this set is fabulous. Oh. Just look at it. Look at it. We've got... Let me show you what we've got. We've got 2 cameras that pivot in every direction your heart desires. They've got wonderful detailing, little cassette bricks. This one is on upside down. Let me fix that. Yes. They've got these cells. These cells are so fantastically detailed. Get off here, you two. Now, you can see that there is a guy inside there. Hang on, let me open his cell door. These cell doors are wonderful. I'm not going to say that they won't open, but they are extremely difficult to get open without their keys. Look at that. Look at that, I dropped the key. Well, look at that. So yeah, there's Mr. Smug-faced bad guy. Say hi! And look at the inside of this empty cell. You've got a bed, and you've got a little table with a mug on it, and flip it around this way. This is... It's a Lego toilet. Do I really need to say anything else? That is a Lego toilet, and its use of pieces are ingenious. I'm not exactly sure what that flap they're using for the lid is called. It's the flap that they use for stabilizing arms that are attached to certain construction vehicles. The bowl of the toilet is a mail carrier's backpack. That's a minifigure piece. And then the seat of the toilet is a life raft cast in white. Freaking fantastic. Let's put the back on. These backs, they go back on superbly. These little wedge pieces right here ensure that they go back smoothly and they can't go back too far. Look at that. Oh, but there's one more thing I must show you. Chalk drawings. Number of days, weeks, years, however many, spent in jail, and a house, and a little stick man. Absolutely unreal, the amount of detail they put into this set. Police stations, they've always been the centerpiece of innovation when it comes to Lego architecture. If we look at the control tower here, we see the chief sitting in it. There are some nice, if we turn him to the side, some nice computer consoles inside of there. Also of note, many pairs of handcuffs, this ladder, and there's also this thing right here. It goes right here. It's always falling off, and I have no idea what it is. It kind of looks like a fire hydrant. This, let me tilt up a little bit. This communications array is fabulously fantastic. The satellite dish involves 2 translucent studs and a lightsaber hilt. We've also got this rack of equipments. This little mysterious flashy paddle thing, a walkie-talkie, a flashlight, and a pair of binoculars, and another control panel, just for good measure. And there's also a searchlight on top of the control tower. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh yeah, these minifigures. There's Happy Cop and Evil Guy. Wonderful. Enough of that. Let's get on to the main event. Oh yes. I'm struggling to get a proper angle for this thing. I think I might just have to push back really far. Let's just focus on it bit by bit. Starting with the motorcycle. It's very interesting the way this motorcycle is assembled. Let's take off the driver first. His hands are very grippy. Now, what we have here are two pieces, roughly. I mean, aside from the little accentuations, we have two pieces. We've got the main body, the white part, and the undercarriage, to which many things can be affixed. We've also got these little pegs stuck into here. They're separate pieces as well, and I suppose they act as the kickstand? I don't know, but this body of the bike, it's a lot wider than I expected it to be. I mean, look at it compared to this minifigure. One doesn't normally think of motorcycles being this wide. It is as wide as this car. But let's put the bike back together. A bit complicated how it snaps into place there. Not really, but it is hard to take apart. And put these little pieces back on there. Simple assembly. It's just a motorcycle. It's a far cry beyond the police motorcycle I used to have, which is somewhere. I'm not going to bother to dig it up. If you'd like to see it, you're more than welcome to search for a 2-inch piece and 8 cubic feet of Legos. That's the motorcycle out of the way. Let's take a look at the car. This is a nice police car. It truly is. It too is a far cry beyond the police car I once had, which was, I believe, my second Lego set ever. I think my mom gave it to me when I was 5. The top comes off, of course. The officer comes out a bit difficultly, but he grips the seat quite well, which is an improvement. What Lego used to do with seats is they'd have you assemble a flat tile for the front of the legs, where the holes are, and then a studded tile for the back of the legs, where they're all curvy. So really you only get half a hole's worth of grip, and they'd never stay in their seats. And that always bugged me. I'm glad they stopped doing that. I'd always assemble the seats backwards anyway. So let's put this guy back in his car. Put the top back on. It's got lights. It too has this, whatever the crap that is, and a walkie-talkie. And that's that. Now, I have to do this on camera. Oh yeah. Here comes the K9 unit. I didn't even have to touch it. Rolled all the way out by itself. This is the vehicle of the police station with which I have the most complaints. And I will tell you why. It's not that it seems disproportionate for a van. It's supposed to be a micro van. It's for carrying dogs. It's that the dog inside, there is no way to make the dog stay. This dog, counting his tail, takes up 6 studs. And in the back of this doggy truck, there's only 4 studs of room. So you can make him stick down there, but then you won't be able to close the hatch. So, yeah, that minor complaint. The dog stays inside when the thing's closed, regardless of whether or not he's rattling around.